organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up today on this Friday edition of Daily Iowan TV, Northside Leak. We have the latest on a gas leak that occurred yesterday in Iowa City. And later, World AIDS Day. Find out how the Iowa City community honored those affected with the disease.
The College Football Playoff Committee will release the bowl games in just 2 days.
We have your predictions plus a preview of men's basketball's upcoming schedule next.
All that and more coming up. Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thanks for tuning in to Daily Iowan TV. I'm Cole Johnson. Yesterday, Daily Iowan TV led with a story stating that a crime alert sent out on November 30th with report of an alleged sexual assault took place on campus. This was incorrect because the alert was for a physical assault. It was also stated that it was the 5th reported sexual assault, which is not accurate. We apologize for the error. The Iowa City Police and Fire Departments blocked off Lynn and Market Street last night due to a gas leak. The fire department says the gas leak was caused by a construction crew on Lynn Street near Hamburg Inn, that struck a gas line in the late afternoon. Officials closed off the blocks of Market Street and North Lynn Street as a precaution around 6 p.m. Businesses on the east side of the street were evacuated around 6:30 p.m. Fire Department Battalion Chief Eric Nurnberg said, quote, "It may be a while before the streets are cleared. We evacuated the affected area to decrease any chances of injury." End quote. Stick with Daily Iowan TV for the latest. World AIDS Day was yesterday, and the University of Iowa and Iowa City community partnered together to honor those affected by the disease. Daily Iowan TV reporter Noah Gowdy has more on the story.
Tom Schmidt, Blake Rosas, Jimmy Joe Hickman.
In honor of World AIDS Day being yesterday, the 3rd annual reading of the names took place on the Pentecrest, and it was held from dawn until dusk. The reading of the names involves commemorating those that have been affected by HIV and AIDS. This event is just one of many that takes place during Icy Red Week to raise awareness for those diseases. More than 100 volunteers signed up to read the names of those who had passed away from the disease. They read the names for a total of 5 minutes and then passed it off to the next person who would pick up where they had left off. University officials such as President Bruce Harold, Dean of Students Lynn Reddington, and many more participated in the event throughout the day to get their turn in reading the names of those who had passed away.
Third year doing the event, so a lot of people who've read in the past are always very excited to read, and then after that it's a lot of just informing people what it is.
Many of those from the community and the university came out to show their support and listen to the names being read throughout the entire day. Reporting from downtown Iowa City, Noah Gowdy, Daily Iowan TV.
The life insurance company Transamerica announced it will lay off 120 employees in its Cedar Rapids location. These cuts in Cedar Rapids are part of larger cuts happening across the country, and Transamerica plans to lay off 800 employees nationwide. The layoffs are a result of the company's cost reduction and reorganization plan. Transamerica will help laid off employees by offering separation benefits. The Iowa City Public Art Committee is asking for applicants to design a new public art installation which will be located inside the Robert A. Lee Recreation Center. The request calls for an interactive, multi-sensory public art installation that is focused on STEAM concepts. STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Ideas must be submitted by December 23rd, and the Public Art Advisory Committee will make their final selection at their January 5th meeting. Have you heard of the term study abroad at home? This is when you stay in your home country, but you're able to learn about how to communicate well with people from different cultural backgrounds and learn about different traditions. One program called Conversation Center allows you to do just this. Daily Iowan TV reporter Zhao Li tells us more.
Shu is a second-year graduate student originally from China. He really wants to be a teaching assistant here at the University of Iowa.
As a TA, you should let your students understand what you mean in class.
Which is pretty hard for someone who just came to the United States. And that's why Shu chose to join the Conversation Center about a year ago.
The Conversation Center is essentially, we call it peer-up student support. center that focuses on building intercultural and informal communication skills.
Professor Hassman said both partners can build up confidence during the conversations while gaining the intercultural communication skills. One of the IC leader, Akshaya, has been there.
A year ago, if I hadn't been talking to my partner Shu, I probably would not be comfortable talking to you right now doing this interview.
And now, to help benefit more students, the UI Rhetoric Department offered a new service learning class starting 2016 spring. The first 3 weeks will be more of a training session, and after that, students will have the opportunities to actually interact with registered international students. Make sure to add yourself to the list if you're interested. Reporting in Iowa City, Shelly, Daily Iowan TV.
It is sure feeling more like winter here on campus. Sam Edelman is standing by in the weather studio to tell us about the cold front coming in and the snow we are expected to see. Sam?
Well, Cole, this cold front seems to be sticking around with snow even progressing into the weekend. Make sure to have a coat when you go outside as the temperature will continue to drop. This afternoon, get a little sunshine with a high of 39 degrees, but at night, the weather will drop to 27 degrees. Saturday morning, we see partly cloudy skies with temperature of 30 degrees, but at night we can expect a drop again in temperature to about 32 degrees. And now for your 6-day forecast. Sunday, we will see the first snowfall to kick off the winter here in Iowa City, as there is a 90% chance of snow. The temperature during the day will be about 41 degrees and drop down to a chilly 28 degrees. Monday, we can expect mostly cloudy skies reaching 41 degrees for the day, but lowering to about 31 degrees at night. Tuesday, the temperature during the day will reach to 37 degrees and at night lowering to 24 degrees. Wednesday, there's a 60% chance of flurries with the temperature during the day reaching 33 degrees and at night the cold front seems to be hitting hard with the temperature at 14 degrees. Make sure to have the proper winter apparel. Stay warm, Iowa City. All for your weather. This is all for your weather this week. Back to you, Cole.
Thanks, Sam. If you own an Android phone, you might have been hacked. Hackers gained access to more than 1.3 million Google accounts by infecting Android phones through apps that users downloaded from an unofficial app store. The hackers gained access to emails, photos, documents, and more. But according to Google, hackers have not stolen this information. The newest hacking campaign is being nicknamed Gooligan. To see if your device has been hacked, visit gooligan.checkpoint.com. Iowa fans are going to have to find a new store to buy their favorite Hawkeye apparel. The Den in Iowa City will be closing its doors before the end of the year. The Den carries everything from UI and custom apparel to Hawkeye memorabilia. The store's lease ends on December 31st, and the recent construction in Iowa City played a role in the store deciding not to renew its lease. The Den credits the Washington Streetscape construction project for their lack of sales and lack of foot traffic coming into the store. The Den plans to stay open for another 3 weeks and will offer discounts between 30 and 40% as the holiday shopping season gets underway. And there sure is a lot happening in Hawkeye sports between men's basketball and talk of football bowl predictions. Let's toss it over to Mary Kate and Katie Sextro in the sports studio for the latest. Ladies?
Thanks, Cole. Okay, first, I'm really sad about the Den closing. That's where I go for like all of my shirts.
Where am I gonna get my 99-cent pops? I don't know. We're gonna have to find somewhere else to go.
That's really sad. Well, anyways, Iowa men's basketball didn't have the smoothest time in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Actually, the Big Ten as a whole didn't either.
That's right. The ACC dominated the Big Ten in the annual challenge for the first time in 7 years, winning 9-5 in the games.
The Big Ten did get a huge victory out of number 13 Indiana after they defeated number 3 UNC on Wednesday night.
Turning back to Iowa's loss against Notre Dame, head coach Fran McCaffrey decided to go with a whole new lineup after discovering freshman Tyler Cook would have to undergo surgery on his right index finger.
That's right, but this gave Cordell Pemsel, Isaiah Moss, and Jordan Bohannon their first collegiate starts, but that didn't seem to faze the young group.
We decided to make a change in the starting lineup, and then of course we were forced to make another one when we found out about Tyler's surgery. We're thrilled that his surgery went well. Looking forward to getting him back in 3 weeks. But I was really proud of the guys and how they performed that we put in the starting lineup, and then even more proud of the guys that were taken out of the starting lineup with what they did when they came in. They came in with great energy, great poise. You know, collectively we only had 6 turnovers. That had been a problem for our team in previous games.
It's a pretty good experience. We've already had 4 or 5 games that kind of prepared us for these types of games. I mean, this is really our first true road game, so it helps having Cordell on the floor. We already have 3 to 4 years of experience together on the floor, so it was just nice to get out there and I think we took a step forward tonight.
I didn't want to worry too much about the starting position or coming off the bench. That's never been a concern of mine. So I just wanted to go out and do everything that I've been doing and everything I can do that's a positive impact for the team. So I went out and I played the best I could. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a win, but it was definitely a step in the right direction.
The Hawkeyes start a 3-game home standing starting on Saturday afternoon against Omaha, Monday night against Stenson, and then in-state rival and number 19 Iowa State comes into Carver on Thursday, December 8th.
Now, starting with the task in front of them, though, is a 3-4 Omaha team that will play their 6th game on the road on Saturday.
4 of their 5 starters are averaging double digits right now, led by forward Trayshawn Thurman at 13.9 points per game and 7.6 rebounds, followed by guard Zach Jackson, who is at 12 points per game and 4.9 rebounds.
Tredeon Hollins is marking in at 11.1 points per game and 6.4 assists, and Marcus Tyus is at 10.9 points per game and 2.1 rebounds.
This will be the 3rd contest between the two teams, and after the game, Omaha will turn around and head to Ames to play Iowa State.
It'll be definitely interesting to be back in Carver. They have a lot to work on.
Yeah, especially after the Notre Dame game. They definitely need to get back on track.
Yeah, that's for sure. But there are a few other Iowa athletes who are still getting recognition in December.
That's right. Field hockey's Natalie Cafone, Chandler Ackers, and Katie Birch have earned National Field Hockey Coaches Association All-West honors, with Cafone on the first team and Birch and Ackers on second team.
It was then announced yesterday that Cafone earned the 2016 Field Hockey Coaches Association's West Region Player of the Year. The redshirt senior posted team highs in goals at 20 and points at 48 while tallying 8 assists in 19 games this past season.
Well, it's crazy to think Iowa football was headed to the Big Ten Championship exactly a year ago, but this year Wisconsin and Penn State will pose a showdown in Indianapolis on Saturday.
But Sunday, the bowl games will be announced, and the national media has some predictions where Iowa might end up.
Jerry Palm of CBS Sports believes Iowa will end up at the Music City Bowl versus Kentucky. Mark Schlabach of ESPN, Bill Bender of Sporting News, and Jason Kirk of SB Nation thinks Iowa is headed to the West to the Holiday Bowl against Washington State.
Brett McMurphy of ESPN thinks the Pinstripe Bowl versus North Carolina. College Football News is going for the Outback Bowl against LSU. And our own very Taylor Brooks is banking on the Outback Bowl as well against LSU. So what do you think?
I don't know about you, Katie, but I personally would love to go to the Pinstripe Bowl, Yankee Stadium. I know the weather might not be that great, but it'd definitely be an unreal experience.
I agree. I don't know why I feel like we're going to the Holiday Bowl. I don't really want to miss Christmas, anything like that, but I just feel like we're going to San Diego. But
I wouldn't be mad about San Diego, so.
No, we'll see. That's all we have here in sports. Cole, back to you.
And that's all we have for you today on this edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to tune in to all of the latest news on dailyiowan.com and be sure to pick up today's copy of the Daily Iowan. That's all we have for you today on this edition. Be sure to check us out on Monday at 8:30 on dailyiowan.com. Thanks and have a great day.